the show where the fun starts and ends here every Tuesday with the comic Relief Crusader.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture, loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolf, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the Comic Relief Crusader!
Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? It's Titillating Tuesday. Episode, what is it now? 149? Yeah, it's almost around there. So I want to say hello to everyone out there. How's it going? I hope you had a great weekend. And toodles to all of you. Great that you entered the Geekosphere. We got some good news. We actually got some interesting news and some good news. Some phenomenal news, some great news. It's great. It's fantastic. And but first and foremost, I want to say hello to everyone that made it so far. First and foremost, I just pumped onto here way before the show even started. DJ Play Nice, how's it going? If you catch this on the rewind, there you go. See, I saved your message. It hasn't been deleted yet. And DJ says, if this is your first time watching, welcome in. Hit the like, comment, subscribe button, and do all that kind of stuff that makes people happy. And join in the mirth and merriment that is this channel. We got a new guy here. Cowboy, I will just call him Cowboy Dan. KJ Cowboy Dan. Nice to see you, and yeah, and you're new here, and welcome, and nice to have you, and excited to see the show. You will be mortified. So, we got Sita33. Salutations to you, Sita. Nice to see you, and Sylvia got a new account. I got another account so I can live stream on here. That's interesting. I don't know why. Well, I mean, you said in the chat there, but I suspect you can still stream on your channel on YouTube, but either way, whatever. Doesn't matter. Nice to see you, and great that you can be here. We got Husk the Dealer, Sup to you, bro. Sup, man. And we have Skeletor that arrived. So hello to you, Skeletor. We got Canadian Cat. And yes, it's definitely showtime. Hello, fellow Canadian. And hello to you, fellow Canadian Cat, as it were. Who else have we got here? We got Sassy Spider Angel Dust. Nice to see you here. And we got the illustrious Wrench himself. We got Vince Womack all the way in Europe doing his duty like he should be. That's why he gets paid in appreciation. So, how's it going, Vince? Great that you can show up. We got my fellow Albertan and other YouTube pundit here, Pop Culture Mechanic. If you haven't seen Pop Culture Mechanic, great channel, fun channel. Tuesday, he does his trades talk. So, you know what? Even if you're young or old and you're looking to do something maybe in the trades instead of like, going to university, learning some, I don't know, lawyer bullcrap or whatever that, kind of just drains you. Check out his trade talks. I think that's going to be starting probably maybe soon, really soon, about now, maybe. I don't know. And then on Saturday, he does a gaming stream Saturday morning, and on Sundays he talks about anime. So if you want to check out some of the stuff, and then go check out Pop Culture Mechanic. Great dude, great friend. And we got Rose from Kentucky. Hello, Rose from Kentucky, and nice to see you, and great that you can join us today. We got the major toy collector himself, Tommy and the big I screwed it up. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. How's it going, man? And yeah, that's right. I got some news to share now that you're here, and some other collectors as well. So, and he says, yeah, got some interesting Transformer toy reviews coming up on Thursday's show. Nice, beautiful. I got some equal news to share with you as well. Let's see. We got another fun wrench that's also here. We got Gap After Dark. What's up, party people? What's up, you? And great that you can join us. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Ooh, look at that. And right out the gate. God, what is it with you in French? We got FKHC, otherwise known as Tim. I'm going to have to grab that clip for you. And for a $4.99 super chat. Yes, we do accept super chats here. He says, talk like a French sailor. So that means, I guess, for 5 minutes, I have to talk like a French sailor. So for that super chat, I give you this. And the FKHC, that's what you get for your $4.99 super chat. I don't know if I can do the sailor part correctly, but you know what? We give it a try. So there you go. Because on this channel, you'd make a super chat, and this is what goes on. It's kind of stupid, but it is this. Oi, you watching the stream right now? I'm reading articles like a pro, but guess what? Your papers and ears deserve more than just a silent scroll. That's right. No one else is getting that kind of level of fame. So, if you just donate maybe a mere $5 kind of super chat, you want it, and I get to use the voice that you kind of want to hear right now. And that's right. For only a mere $5, I'd be able to do any type of voice and probably do it horribly. I am not sure. But Tim, thank you for the $5 super chat, American, because that means in Canadian is about $20, something like that, probably at this point. So, what else do we got here? We got Stark Void X. Hello to you, Stark Void X. Nice to see you. Great that you can show up. And now I am making a complete ass of myself. There you go. So- bonjour, Mr. Peterson. Dude, is Sailor. That's right, because FKHC has donated a $5 super chat, and I have to talk like a French sailor. As embarrassing as that is, I don't know what is happening here. Sanji, that one cook. Hello, Sanji. I am wondering, how are you doing? You are doing well. That is great. Okay, so, let's see what is going on. Okay, so to all you various Transformer collectors that are on this channel, because as you know, I work with a third-party company called X Transbots, and they are currently. Is that five? Damn, 5 minutes isn't even up yet. I got to work for it. So as you know, I do third-party, Transformer stuff. So I promised a lot of people here that we be able to, do re-release of a certain Constructicon that so many people kind of missed out on. And because I have some pull, I am able to convince Keith over at X Transbots to re-release Long Haul, which is what they had to rename Big Load. Please do not make any of the penis jokes. That is not allowed here. No, you can't do that. And I think my 5 minutes are up. Okay, that's cool. Thank God. Okay. Tim, damn you. Lay off the French. Frick. And hello, the lovely Boa Hancock. Great that you can show up tonight. Hello, and nice to see you again. And Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Okay. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Stop. Don't leave. Okay, don't leave. I got to tell you something. Okay. Last week, or no, not last week. It was like 2 weeks ago. Daniel Barry, stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Okay. You almost won the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. You were so close. But you only stayed to just say hi, and you were so close to winning. You were literally second place, and I don't know how to get a hold of you if you would have won. So, dude, stick around a little bit longer because I had your name down. So, and if you heard that, and if you haven't exited by now, say okay or something else. So, okay. And John, Mr. Peterson says, how about giving us an ETI and hotspot? Yeah, no, totally. I will. I honestly will. Okay. So X Transbots, Keith just told me, technically, I guess this morning, because I didn't check my email until later, that he is doing right now. So if you go to, I don't know, let's say shop Z store, the one over in Hong Kong or wherever it is in China. If you go ahead, you can pre-order him right now. Okay. So he's re-releasing it. So if you missed him and are frantically searching for Long Haul, then pre-order it now, because you know how hard it was to find him. All right. So you heard it from me first. I spread the news on my X. And yeah, so if you go to any shop, then you can go ahead and get them right now. So that's right, China. So if you want to go and order them, then you might want to get it from China. That's where X Transbots is anyway. So to everybody that's listening on Rumble, on X, and on the YouTubes, yeah, you definitely heard it here first. Go order them. Keith is putting it out. I had to, nudge him in the ribs a little bit and say, hey, people are really wanting this again because a lot of people missed out. So he's doing it as a thank you. So, okay. And you got Lenny with you. Was that your dog? Okay. Well, then say hi to the dog. And maybe keep the French to the French peeps. Maybe. God, somehow I knew this was coming up. Would Hook and Big Load team up? Yes, they would. Okay, and speaking of stupid comments from Vince, now we go to this.
And now it's time for Stupid News. All the news, stupid and new from around the world.
That's right. It's time for the segment that everybody seems to love. It's called This. Stupid news. All the news that's stupid and improved from around the world. And that way, you get to avoid certain people that, well, let's just face it, that are absolutely retarded in this day and age. Okay, so what do we got for stupid news today? Because God knows in Canada, there has been enough of that going on. And boy, do I got something to share with you on that. So let's see. Let me go to my stars being bad folder, because that's actually where I keep all my YouTube stuff. You know what? I'm going to save the Florida Man one for after, because we always start off with the Florida Man one, seems like lately. We're going to be starting off with this. Let's see. From Pink News USA. And if you don't know what Pink News is, well, yeah, no wonder they did this news article, because nature is healing. And yeah, and Mr. Peterson, I agree. Yeah. Florida man intercepted at airport with a bunch of uncooked hot dogs strapped to his body. I believe that. I do. And Sylvia next. Something. Exactly. From Pink News. Oh my God. I wonder if sharing this is going to get me demonetized or something like that. One can only hope. Men under 24. Okay, so get this. Men under 24 returning to homophobic views of past generations, study suggests. So nature is healing. And you know what? This is perfect. This is great. This is fantastic. And like I said, nature is healing that way, because with everything that has been pushed on society as a whole, you know, pride parades, Pride Month, and what was it? I think it was, what was it, last month? It had to be Trans Month or something like that. It's like you already got a month, and basically shoving it in, you know, movies and TV shows and games and comics and God and music and everything. Boy, you know, they push too far, and now the pushback begins. And it's, yes, exactly, Cowboy Dan. It's a slow return to the norm. Precisely. It is. Like I said, nature is healing. So, you know, and yeah, let's get back to normal. I've had enough of this new normal. There's nothing normal about this new normal. Men under 24, so he ain't 24. What, the guy in the picture, or you talking about me? Because I'm definitely not 24 anymore. So, Mr. Peterson, yeah, it's not homophobic at all. He says just normal views of people not interested in being homo. There is nothing wrong with that. Precisely. And if you force a person to eat steak enough, they'll begin to hate steak. That's right. You know, like you've all probably have been there. You know, say there's a snack that you particularly enjoy, right? And after a while, you just get either bored of it, or you just really start not liking it. And this is the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And Gap, I can always count on Gap for a good comment. You should be saying shoving it when you're talking about Pink News. Yes. Exactly. Like, oh my God. Oh man. I love you, Gap, in a non-gay way. And Vince, put a wham in it and make it lemon gay. God. Oh Lord. Exactly, right? I mean, that was the whole South Park thing, that one. The photo silly. Yeah, I thought so. And the wonderful Princess Tolis. I don't think I've seen you here before. There's so many names, so many new names. Hello to you and welcome to the insanity of this show. Vince, do not diss steaks, Mr. Peterson. That's right. Everybody loves steaks. How could you get tired? You can never get tired of steaks. But no, we know what John means. But no, like I said before, conservatism is the new punk. It's the new counterculture. And this is what we're seeing now. We're seeing everybody going back to what was once normal. Oh, okay. Just call you Stolas? Stolas. I will call you Stolas. There we go. I will do that. And you'll drop a sub. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate that very much. And welcome to the show. Yeah, no, like I said before, conservatism is the new counterculture. And what does the counterculture consist of? It's generally young people. And young people tend to, well, rebel. Because that's what we're good at when we were younger. Not listening to the man. Or in this case, because white man bad. I guess it'd be the woman now. I don't know, or the they them. I haven't the faintest idea. And Vox, nice to see you, man. Hello to you, and welcome again to the show. Exactly. It's like a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. Precisely. So, and yeah, I am creeping up on that 2K sub there, bro. What are you going to do when that comes? Like before, you know what? I'm going to have to do another giveaway because I did promise that at 2,000 subs, I'll do another giveaway. Don't know what it is, but it's going to have to be special. It's definitely going to have to be special. So, but, yeah, it's creeping up there. So I'm pretty excited. My next 1,000. That's going to be awesome. But yeah, no, nature is healing, and nobody wants to put up with this shenanigans again. And I'm all for it. I'm okay with it. So Sitha says, so is homophobic that young people are listening more to their natural instincts instead. I think so. I think probably, you know what? Because I'm so far removed from 24 and under. I think it's just, I don't know. I just think young people just think it's so ridiculous. And I think probably it might have to do with the trans movement, just them looking so ridiculous. And looking at a dude that calls himself a woman, and they're probably thinking, wow, you guys you're retarded. I think it's something like that. You know what? And I think this current generation is going to be probably the new Gen X. That's what I think. And that's kind of exciting too. Zenistu. God, I'm going to pronounce that wrong. But hello, Zen. I'm going to say Zen. That's what I'm going to say. You get a short name. Howdy, Zen, and welcome to the show. So, okay, so that's that bit of stupid news. And let's see, what else do we got here? On stupid news, well, we got one bit, and we can't go by without seeing a Florida man one at least. So, this one from WXYZ7. So, Florida man caught trying to trade a ghost he captured in a Tupperware container for store credit at GameStop. Oh, like, what? Seriously? First of all, I didn't know Tupperware was was a good substitute for a ghost trap. Oh man. Sylvia, ew, Florida man. Oh my god. No, come on. Think about it. If it wasn't for Florida men, would you be getting news like this? Come on. Give it a chance. But you know who doesn't make that argument? Actual gay people not affiliated with the Alphabet Squad. No, that's true. Vince, have you seen that clip where some women call the alphabet soup people something like, oh yeah, Vince, yeah, in Canada, you're talking about the one representative in Parliament, the MMILGBTQ plus something. It had to do with what was it? Missing and something indigenous people, and then the alphabet mafia kind of thing. It's that's how ridiculous it's gone here in Canada. So, Cowboy Dan, ghosts are worth a lot of money, especially if they're high in ectoplasm. That's true. It's very true. You got to get up early in the morning, serve that milking for that ectoplasm. You turn a good profit that way. So, and Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, the reason youngins. Oh no, you know what? Okay, because you use the word youngins, I'm gonna have to say it like that. So the reason youngins are rebelling is because the generations prior. It's the same as any generation that does, refusing to fall into line. And that's true. It is. You know, you've done it. I've done it. You know, anybody that gone through their teens has done it. So we rebel against authority. That's just the way we are. So when you're younger, that's why you get a finger wagging. So, and exactly, Florida, the stupid news capital of the world. Because you never hear the stuff coming out of San Francisco, do you? So, Zed, I think Trump killed a whole civilization. Probably according to liberal news, probably yes, but no, not yet. So, but anyway, okay. So back to Florida, man. Yeah, so trying to trade a ghost he captured in Tupperware container for store credit at GameStop. So first of all, I guess Tupperware is can stop ghosts. I'd love to know how I captured it or how we lured it in, and managed to capture it in Tupperware because, you know, to close Tupperware, you have to use your hands. So he must have been awfully quick. And what did he lure the ghost to actually trap him in Tupperware? And what was he hoping to trade for? You know, like for store credit at a GameStop. Like, really. It's not like it's Pawn Stars. So, and then you got to go, hey, not a problem. I understand. It's all good. And come back next time. We got plans here. Yeah, what was he hoping to get at GameStop? I don't know, $20, $50. You know, what is somebody going to do with a ghost if it was resold at GameStop? I mean, really, seriously. You know, I don't know. I don't get it. John, who knew all Egon and Stans needed was some yard sale Tupperware? right? that's that's all they needed, and all their props would have been cheap, and the production would have saved millions of dollars. So, Cowboy Dan says maybe the ghost was an old N60 to trade it in for a working model. Yes, that's probably it. Maybe. So, and I don't know, the GameStop near me was a lot like Palm Stars. Really? Oh my God. Damn, that's harsh, man. You know, GameStops are going downhill when they're turning out like like Pawn Stars. God. Will you give me for my entire Funko Pop collection? Okay. Best I can do is $5. So, man. Oh, you meant N64. Okay. Not a problem. Don't feel bad about the fat fingers. I apparently have been told I have sausage fingers. So, let's see. And you sent something? Are your spidey senses tingling? They probably are. Look at this. He's back. The collector is back. What do you mean it was this guy who caught Rommel's ghost? Well, I guess the ghost deserved it. Oh my God. Yes. Are you afraid of no ghost? So anyway, Florida people are silly people, and apparently, from what I learned a couple of weekends ago, my brother wants to move there, so to Florida. So, and if he does actually move there, all the power to him, and he can become another victim of Florida Man. So, that's what'll end up happening to him. So, more than likely, at least I could have given him a copy of Luigi's Mansion for free. Mario. Oh crap. And beware of them Chinese fake ghost thumpers. Crap. Man. See, Cowboy Dan, aren't you glad that you're here now? Because this is my chat, and now you're part of it, and there's no escaping it now. And he says, anybody other than me find it funny that he was wearing a black and white striped shirt like in the old cartoons? Oh my God, you're right. You're totally right. Trade a ghost so I can keep it at home. Yes, you can. And if you trade it and feed it well, like a Tamagotchi, it'll even protect you. So there you go. Okay, so on to some news. We spent a long time talking so far, 36 minutes into the show, man, and barely got started. Can you imagine? This is the type of fun that is this geekosphere of a show. So we got some interesting news here. Let us get into it. And this I found kind of interesting. So we're going to go over this first because we're going to save the best for last. So this here from Bounding into Comics, this surprised me. A new RoboCop series finally gets green light at Amazon Studios. I had no idea. First of all, I totally forgot that RoboCop was actually MGM. And that means now that Amazon has bought an MGM, they own RoboCop. And I don't know if I want to be making a facepalm like this, just like Dan from RoboCop 2. So I don't know if this is a good thing. I really don't. I really don't know. I don't know. Tamagotchi, I mean Gigapet Man. Yeah. Oh well, I meant Tamagotchi. Let's see. Ghost Love Music. Get an out-of-tune piano. Play the highest two notes. Yes. Do they eat ghost peppers? Oh my God. Yeah, they do. And Lidrod, my longest subscriber. So going, dude. Break time. Goody. So you just made it just in time for the news, but you missed the stupid news, so you can rewind. He came prepared with his suit, and he wasn't the first time he got scammed trading a ghost. Okay, so what's going on with this? So Amazon wants to do another RoboCop. This is going to be interesting. A new RoboCop series. So is this something we need to get warm and fuzzy about? I don't know. I really honestly don't know. But here we go. Here is the news. So someone must have had enough and said, come quietly or there will be trouble. That was a really shitty RoboCop. Because Amazon finally relented on this one. And apparently after years of development purgatory, their MGM Studios arm has given the okay and put the stalled RoboCop series into active development. See, I like the original series. 2 was, it wasn't that bad. 3 was an abomination, and I don't care if Frank Miller wrote it. I don't care. That sucked. The new one that came out, what was it, 2010? Filmed in Toronto. Not bad. It's not bad. Although they kept his real hand. That was stupid. Anyway, the update coming by way of The Ankler was confirmed by reporting by The Playlist, which notes Amazon formally greenlit the series along with several other high-profile projects. God, please don't let it be Token, if that's what they're meaning. God, that sucks. Anyway, this is the first major step forward since the project pivoted from a feature film to a streaming series in 2024. So, Peter Oko was attached as writer and showrunner with James Wan producing, but whether they're still in charge is unclear. That said, Amazon might stick with the foundation they laid, and it sounds promising. I'm not holding my breath. Let's see. Cowboy Dan says, yeah, I had mixed feelings about the remake of RoboCop. The last time they did it. Yeah, I kind of did too. That's why I said it was okay. You know, it wasn't, obviously nothing's going to touch the first original, right? Nothing's going to touch that. So that's why it gets my okay, right? Not that, it was phenomenal. Lenrod, didn't they already try, or didn't they already, to remake RoboCop and not do very good? I don't know. The old show, I remember the old show. Yeah, just like Vin says. Yeah, there was the old show. And, oh, yeah, Yvette and Nemar. Oh, yeah. Vince, I agree with you. Yeah, I do. I only remember the old show. And I didn't really watch it that much. But, because it was kind of, how should I put it? It was kind of 90s cheese in a way. But it wasn't bad, right? And Gap says, well, RoboCop at Amazon's probably going to be a trans woman as Robo Trans Cop or non-binary Robo. But remember, Gap, even computer programs are binary, ones and zeros. So it has to be either male or female. Because if it was trans, it would not compute, right? And he also says, yeah, there was a RoboCop TV series also. Yeah, it was like back in the 90s. So I remember that. And yeah, John, so will I. I remain skeptically optimistic. Yeah, I do too. And oh, really? I remember the series was wasn't it on HBO? You know what? I don't know, because I'm all the way in Canada, and we had it on. I think it was Global, if I remember correctly. I think the RoboCop series was on Global. Collector says, RoboCop and the misgendered operation system. No thanks. By the way, do robots gender? Well, they do in Transformers, but and no jokes about that. Yeah, I know, trans. Haha. I get it. And that one weird guy. Hello on X. Nice to see you. Great that you can join us, and welcome. And I hope I get a follow out of you. And as that one weird guy comments me from Discord, my user is different from this one. I'm the Eli guy. Oh yeah, you. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Yeah, all right. Well, hello and welcome to the X side. But yeah, so this is kind of weird. This is kind of what's going on. So Lenrod. I have a friend who only dates binary women, just ones and zeros. Oh my god. Oh crap. And pretty sure the series was a CBC produced series. I'm not sure. To be quite honest, I don't think it was, because I know it wouldn't have been on CBC. So, but I mean, I know during the 90s there was a lot of Canadian, either Canadian sponsored or Canadian produced shows that was like shown in the United States. So, I mean, take a look at Stargate, right? So, and oh, really, Tommy? That RoboCop series was available on Tubi. Oh, interesting. I'll have to have a look. Okay. Anyway, so dare I? What the fudge? No. Forget it. Anyway, so according to Cosmic Book News, early descriptions suggest that the series will return to the core premise and essence of the Paul Verhoeven film. Interesting. A brutally slain Detroit cop is resurrected as a corporate-owned cyborg enforcer in a decaying city, drowning in crime and corruption. How do you like that? The original blend of satire, ultraviolence, and dark humor remains at the pulse of the franchise, and Amazon looks ready to lean in and listen to that heartbeat. That's going to be interesting. I just might buy that for $1. Hint, hint. So as the playout points out, based on Amazon's success with dystopian satire and big IP like Fallout, the cultural moment is ripe again for a series that can cuttingly skewer corporate overreach and the dangers of tech-driven policing. So very interesting. But, of course, this wouldn't be RoboCop's first outing on the small screen between 1994, see, there we go, in the 90s, syndicated show and animated series. Oh, I forgot about the animated series. In the late 80s, that cemented the character's marketability to kids. You know what? Oddly enough, I do remember this because my brother had I believe he had a RoboCop figure, if I'm not mistaken. And there was also the early 2000 miniseries Prime Directive. I do remember that. The less said on that, the better. Yeah, because it was bad. It was, wow, what a stinker that was. Oh, and that's right. And producing comics as well. And because Marvel had a series, had a RoboCop series. I did get that. I do remember that. Plus they had the movie adaptation for, I believe it was the second movie. So I did get that as well. And that one was a little bit futuristic, I suppose. It was all right, but it wasn't the greatest. and then Dark Horse took over with RoboCop versus Terminator, so that was kind of interesting. Walt Simonson comic, that was a really good read. So if you want to check out a good comic, and if you can find it, check out that one. So Collector says, wait a minute, didn't Bezos hire Kathleen Kennedy for that series to make it gay? Probably. You never know. God, I hope not. And Rose from Kentucky, I shop Amazon, but my order still has not come. Those bastards. Damn them. You think with, after going up in a rocket and stuff like that, things would be speedier. Cabo Dan says, I believe before Marvel Comics, it was on Epic Comics. Was it really? I'm going to have to look that up because I thought Marvel Comics was like the first. I don't think I've seen an Epic one, but I'll have to look that up. If it was, that's interesting. I did not know. Anyway, and what did Gap say? I know Gap said something. I got a cool RoboCop talking 12-inch figure of the Carl Urban RoboCop movie. Really? You lucky duck. Dang, dude. Is it like really, really cool? I hope it is. Dang, lucky. Tommy from the Guinea Pig Collective. Talk about weird cartoon choices. I got two, Rambo and the Toxic Crusaders. Oh yeah, I remember Rambo and I remember the Toxic Crusaders. So yeah, it was an animated show. I do remember that way back when. So, but how much? Wow, we got 10 minutes till the top of the hour already. Man, time's flying. So, okay, so RoboCop's spawny and often toothless past raises the stakes for any reboot attempt. So apparently fans want something that honors the favored tone of the original without sanding down and blunting its edges. That's true. So, I mean, if we haven't even gotten to the cinematic swings that didn't fare any better, it says, after two uneven direct sequels, and was it 2014? I could have swore it was 2010. And the 2014 remake, the brand struggles to regain its footing. However, the Rogue City video game rekindled enthusiasm with a return to the old continuity. See, that's a good thing. So, and there's a hunger for a faithful revival, and if Amazon gets it brutally and bitingly right, fans might embrace it as the one they've been waiting for. And if they don't, well, then yeah, then you better hope Murphy isn't programmed to enforce quality control. Your move, creep. Yeah. Here's the thing. This is what I'm thinking of immediately. Do you mean Dread? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was kind of odd because Carl Urban was in Dread. So not RoboCop. Maybe somebody got that wrong. And yes, Lenrod, I agree. It's a shame we didn't get any more Carl Urban Dread. That's true. That's true. That's very true. But you know what? Okay, here's the thing. See, because in 1987, when the first RoboCop movie came out, because it literally says, like in the beginning, that it's the near future, right? So by near future, I'm guessing you could probably think, I always thought it was kind of like maybe early 90s, like, 1990 or something like that, like a few years into the future, right? So, and if it's going to follow like the original series, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, with all the hardware that he has and everything like that, I mean, wouldn't he be mechanically, I suppose, programming wise, rather outdated? See, and this is what kind of worries me a little bit, right? Is by then, let's say it's 2026, Alex Murphy, RoboCop, would be technically outdated. So is it going to get a refit? Is it going to get upgraded? If he does get upgraded, how much of an upgrade are we talking about? Is it going to look horribly bad that way if they try to? It's it's like Doctor Who when he regenerates. You're hoping that the next Doctor is actually going to be good, even though it's like the same show, right? Same style, same finesse, still the same fun Doctor in Doctor Who, But lately, let's put it this way, what we think might be better turns out to be horribly, disgustingly bad. The last two Doctors, let's put it that way. So, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. They say it's going to be, great, and they're going to stick to the original lore. But, if it comes to changing something, hey, Alex Murphy, you're due for an upgrade. It's now 2026. Is the upgrade going to look super horrible? Or are they just going to keep him looking like RoboCop, like the way he should? And that's kind of what I'm hoping, right? So, but that's just me. You never know. You never know. Collector says, okay. If Amazon is doing this, who's going to be Sauron this time? Oh, good question. Yeah, right. Because it's going to have to be, you're going to have a good villain. So I'm going to say the first two movies had, really good villains. The third one sucked ass. It was dumb. It was absolutely retarded. So yeah, you're going to have to have a really good villain, right? A really good antagonist. University okay. Cowboy Dan in the next episode of RoboCop. Oh my god. In the next episode of RoboCop, he complains about the price of RAM chips and plays AI, ironically. God. That's right. I'm sorry, Alex. We can't afford a memory upgrade to your brain. RAM costs too much, and AI is a bitch. So, oh my god. And Vince, yeah, exactly. It turned into Dr. What? Precisely. It did. So, and my illustrious collector buddy, John, says, I felt the reboot movie's suit did a good job or writing that line of upgrade, but faithful to the original. Yeah, see, that's why I also don't mind the reboot, as it were. Okay, because it looked a bit sleeker in some sense, but it kept very faithful to the original. So they didn't mess around with it too much. And that's kind of why I don't mind it what's so much. And look at this Dark Helmet. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? I hope you've been feeling rather nice. No, it's good to see you, man. I am so glad that you're here. And how you been making out, man? Missing you. And Gab says, Mike, on the next episode of RoboCop, the series, there's oh my God. Shit, I'm gonna have to read this now. There's tampons in RoboCop's suit. I now have a tampon disposer. Jeez. Oh crap. Oh my god. I don't know. Jeez. And Sylvia, what the is going on with Amazon? You know what? I haven't the faintest idea. Some stuff actually coming out of Amazon is not bad. Other things, could be better. So, but that's all I know. So I'm just hoping that they don't screw this up. Like, let's say, well, okay, let's put it this way. Most of you probably by now have seen the Netflix trailer for Little House on the Prairie. Okay, it came out yesterday. They announced it. It's coming out, I believe, July on Netflix. Little House on the Prairie. I reported it last year, April 24th last year, about the new Little House on the Prairie series. So I hope it turns out well. But one thing that they absolutely 100% need to do is, if you used to watch the old series, okay, I'll just put it to you this way. The old series was very Christian centric in many episodes, right? I hope they keep that aspect, because if they don't, it's going to seem rather hollow, and it's going to be odd. Yeah, exactly, Cowboy Dan. Did we manage to clone Michael Landon? Yeah. No, I don't know. But that's what I'm talking about. When I was a kid, you were used to seeing Michael Landon and oh God, I'm trying to remember what his wife's name was. But you were used to seeing the whole cast, right? And to see this new production, it's going to be odd. I'm not going to say I'm not going to like it. I'll check it out. I hope it's good. I hope they do well. But I'm really hoping that they don't, gender and race swap, a bunch of characters. It's just going to be, it's going to be retarded. Gap says, do you say the series was called Little Gay Mafia House on the Prairie? Yes, I did. So, no, God. And let's see. The collector says, I was disappointed as I was waiting for someone shouting "Good night, John Boy," just to find out that he was in the Waldens, and that I wanted him back instead of Michael Landon. Oh man. And Mr. Peterson says, I have less than infinite zero interest in Little House. I didn't like it in the 80s and I won't like it now. Really? It was so wholesome back then. Come on, man. You gotta give it a chance. So anyway, Dark Helmet, I liked 1, 2, and 3. I didn't like 3 as much as 1 and 2. 4 was a butthole. God. Okay. All right. Last one before we go to commercial. Gap says, Mike, you should know better. Amazon and religion does not compute. God, no, that's true. You're right. You're 100% right. So anyway, okay, you guys. So seeing how we're at the top of the hour, actually a little bit top of the hour, let's take a brief commercial break and we'll get on to the next news. So enjoy.
What are germs? Germs are tiny, tiny little creatures that want to kill you. The human body is made out of many yucky parts, and it's important to keep germs away from all of them. Germs are everywhere, on the inside of windows, on pencils, on apples, in the U.S. mail, between your piggies, and especially on dirty, filthy cowboys. Bicycles are another breeding ground for germs. Never ever touch a bicycle with your bare hands. And dogs are full of germs too, so never let a dog eat your hair. Germs can enter the body in a number of ways. Whenever you get a railroad spike impaled through your head, germs have easy access to your brain. Even a tiny cut or scrape can be deadly. As soon as you're injured, immediately cover the open wound with crazy glue to keep the germs from getting in. How else can we fight this menace? One thing you can do is go to your doctor and have him look up your nose to see if there are any germs hiding there. When you take a shower, be sure to wash everywhere, especially the really stinky parts. And make sure you wash your hands 30 or 40 times a day, or else a giant talking bar of soap will appear in your bedroom one night, and no one will ever hear from you again. Always burn your clothes immediately after wearing them. Whenever possible, have your dinner prepared inside a hyperbaric chamber. Rinse your mouth with hydrochloric acid after every meal. And if all else fails, run. Run for your lives before the germs get you too.
This was a public safety announcement by the comic Relief Crusader. There you go. Run from those little bastards. Oh my God. Geez. Well, I hope you all learned something from that. God. And that's why, if you happen to be watching on Rumble or X or anywhere else for that matter, which would be only one other place, and that would be here on YouTube, like and subscribe. And you know what? If you're on X, retweet the show. Get as many people watching as possible. And if you're on YouTube, Rumble, hey, and if you happen to be new here, welcome and subscribe. Hit the like button. And you know what? Even after the show, leave a comment because it helps the algorithm. And YouTube, I will say this right now, all this content is original, or at least a cheap facsimile thereof, and therefore all the content on here is authentic, not inauthentic, but totally 100% authentic. Much to Vincent's sick tummy tum tum. And you wouldn't want Vincent to be sick now, would you? Because if you do, that's worse than being a Nazi. So that's why if you happen to be watching on X, Rumble, or the YouTubes, like Vin says, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, well, you're worse than a commie. So and yes Sylvia, the ad called me stinky. We all have to wash everywhere. Nobody wants to be smelly. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, exactly. Sylvia, I do too. I really honestly do. Here's the thing. I'm going to share this piece of news because in case none of you have heard by now, Tony has been demonetized. He's been totally 100% demonetized. And well, first collector, thank you, sir. Who will I sell my $1,000 German info print tab to if you're giving it all away for free? At least it wasn't in Spanish. True. So you know what? Okay, yeah. In case you haven't heard, Tony Stark of Iron, has been totally 100% demonetized as of yesterday. YouTube flagged his channel now, so you know what? That's like 3 or 4 channels now of people that we know in our, I suppose you could say, our YouTube circle, that have been demonetized, which is very, very unfortunate. Jill, any derivative Jill was one. So if you remember on Huge Circles a few weeks ago, we were kind of saying, hey, if you want to help Jill out, here's a link. Unfortunately, I didn't copy the links for Tony's what was it, Coffee or Patreon or whatever. Anyway, if you can, go to Tony Stark's channel. I think he might still have the links up for his coffee and a couple of other things. And because apparently this was his, he had managed to raise something like $1,200, which would essentially pay for his rent and his phone bill and food and stuff like that. And they demonetized him. They said it was inauthentic content, and they basically took it away from him. And yeah, okay, there's his Rumble. So if you want to go check him out at Rumble, that's why I said, and I've said it quite a lot of times. Down below in the description, down below, I get a Rumble channel. There's Tony's Rumble channel right there. So what I would do, if you can, go to Rumble and subscribe over to Rumble, because like I've said time and time again on this channel, go over. If you're here, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys being here on YouTube. I really honestly do. But go also to the Rumble channel. All right. Because like I've said before, you have more freedom of speech over on Rumble than you do on YouTube. And like I said, it happened to Tony. It happened to any derivative Jill. It happened to, the other one there. Oh God, why can't I think of his name right now? Shoot, the After Dark guy, After Midnight Express. Him, he was demonetized. If you guys remember last year, I believe it was last year or the year before, Appion, they took his channel down. So it's crazy. It really, really is crazy. So like I said, you guys, exactly, Tommy. That's what I'm trying to say. YouTube says Tommy demonetizing a bunch of people. So every so many years is nothing new. I've been around for a long time and I see it happen continuously. Yeah, I know, but it's still a pain in the ass, especially after you. Yes, Tom Connors. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's who I meant. Midnight's After Dark. Yeah, Tom Connors. Yeah, it happened to him too. And that's why I said the links are down below. Please, for the love of God, click on the Rumble link and also subscribe to Rumble, because eventually, if something happens here, I'm going to be doing it from Rumble, and everybody, and yeah, it'll hurt a little bit, because now that I'm getting close to 2,000, it would be quite a big hit, and to kind of like start over again, it would be a pain in the arse. But at least I'll try to keep on going. So that's the whole thing about that, right? So if you can, please subscribe over to the Rumble channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And Cowboy Dan, yeah, YouTube and Twitch have been going after VTubers a lot lately. That's what I've been hearing. So, and your phone died? Well, now that you're back, there you go. So yeah, so to everybody there that happens to be watching on Rumble, on X, and here on YouTube, please, if you can, follow Tony over on Rumble too. But there is the link. Vince put it up there in the chat. Go over there right now and just sign up for a Rumble And you know what? The thing is about Rumble is that they will monetize you now, right? You don't have to go through the 3,000 hour watch thing on YouTube and have so many X subscribers. You're monetized like basically immediately. So, and Gab says, yeah, Tony makes original content. What the F are they talking about in authentic content? He works so hard. He does. He really does. You know, and I, you know, I mean, I know Tony. He does work hard. He does really, and it really does bum him out when something like this happens. And I know a lot of times he just wants to quit. So, you know, but if you can, check him out, help him out, you know, and yeah, and follow us on Rumble too. So, oh yeah, that's right, Vince. Yes, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, I knew I was missing something. Yeah, Joe's Atmosphere. That's right. He was also kicked off of X for inauthentic content, basically calling him a bot. Yeah, on YouTube. Have it on YouTube. They were doing that on YouTube as well. So it was yeah. And Joe does nothing but original content. So yes, I was watching part of the show after work yesterday, Sylvia, and yeah, and it hurts him very much. So because he doesn't want to be an entertainer. So but anyway, here let's get on to this.
Well, I guess we have to give you another news article. I hope it isn't bad news.
Nope. It's totally not going to be bad news. Totally 100% unequivocally totally not going to be bad news. So I can guarantee that whatsoever. Cowboy Dan, yeah. Tori has offered to help me out with some of the content I'm working on. He's an incredible man. Yeah, he is. Tony's good that way. So I am too. I know a few others that are pretty good that way. You know, we're a good lot. So the one thing I'm gonna have to ask Tony to make me a mod again. He took me off his mod. So that kind of shocked me. So, but anyway, okay, on to the next news article. What do we got? We got this. This is what I've been waiting for. I have been waiting for this for a long time. Godzilla -0 teaser trailer debuts following CinemaCon first look. So, oh baby, this is gonna be so much fun. For those of you that love the big guy, 70 years of Godzilla. Oh my God, Vince, really? Should have put a toilet behind Alberta. Vince, you gave me a good idea. Maybe I should do Thought from the Throne. Oh my God. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I know you guys would like that. Exactly, Collector. He's Gojira. Oh, man. Totally. Yep. So Godzilla teaser trailer. Boy, dude, I watched it. All you people out there. Winrave. Buddy, you just made it in time. I broke the news earlier, Winrave. If you did not get Big Load from X Transbots, aka Long Haul, the Constructicon, the re-release is coming now. Okay? So if you haven't gotten it, and if you were planning on getting it, go to Show Z Store and get a pre-order right now. So, okay? There you go. Love you, dude. So, okay, guys. So probably by now, most of you guys have watched Godzilla -1, and you probably either watch it in black and white or color. I'm going to say, yeah, watch it. Definitely watch it in color. Oh my God. If you haven't seen -1, damn, what's wrong with you people? But the -0 trailer has come out now. And it looks good. It looks so good. Collector says, I just showed -1 to my students yesterday. He says some of them will go to Japan, and I taught them some basic phrases and more. So culture, nice. And he also says, so I found -1 a great example to explain Japanese mentality and its complexity. They loved it. Nice. See, that's doing it right. That's doing it properly, man. You are doing a service. So, if you haven't seen -1, all you new people, for the love of God, do yourself a favor, go watch it. It is phenomenal. It is the cat's meow. And if you haven't seen it in the movie theater, oh my God, you were missing out on something, because in the movie theater, it was fantastic. It was awesome. So, but the teaser trailer dropped for -0. And here we go. So Godzilla -0 is getting its teaser trailer later today. And it's down below. So we're gonna watch it. So just in case you haven't watched it, stay tuned. We're gonna play it. Following the movie's CinemaCon presentation, where attendees got an early look at the footage from Takashi Yamazaki, his sequel to Godzilla -1. So the new film continues, get this, it continues the story, thank goodness, of the survivors of the last attack, and raises stakes in a big way, with Godzilla heading to New York City. Oh, lovely. This is gonna be so good. Well, I mean, as it stands right now, New York is a hellhole. So a good Godzilla cleansing will do it some good. So at CinemaCon, viewers were shown a behind the scenes sizzle reel instead of a full traditional trailer. Lucky them. The footage highlighted elaborate practical builds and production works, including bomber jets, destroyed city environments, and a miniature Godzilla model used during development. So Yamazaki also revealed the story takes place 2 years after the events of Godzilla -1, which is great because technically it has been 2 years since Godzilla -1. So, I kind of like the fact that they're kind of keeping it in real time. So, that's a good thing. So the biggest moment came at the end as Godzilla made his way towards the Statue of Liberty, teasing an attack on New York City. And that ending immediately set the tone for the sequel and makes it clear this follow-up is going bigger than the first movie. So, I'm loving this. I am loving it. And Winrave, yeah, good to hear about Long Haul. Yep, totally, dude. I just found out this morning, and therefore, you know me. You know when I know. So, let's see. Vincent says, "Shame on me for not having seen Shin Godzilla yet." Stays in the corner. Oh my God, yes. Yes, you have to see Shin Godzilla. You know what? Okay, I'm going to say this. I heard that they are definitely now going to be making a sequel to Shin Godzilla. So because of Godzilla -1. So I heard that somewhere. And I can't wait for that. I really, really honestly can't wait for that. And Vincent almost also says what the fudge? Oh well, maybe he'll kick the crap out of Zilla again. Oh yeah. Out of out of that Zilla. Yes. Man, I hope so. Let's see. Cowboy Dan says, I always find it awkward when they do a sequel and it's like the day after the last movie and it's obvious that everybody drastically aged. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. I find that so dumb. I do. And he also says on X, we always got to support our fellow creators. Well, we try. So we have to, because we're all pretty good friends and we all try to support each other, right? And that's what it's about. So that's right, Cowboy Dan. Up to the Sunday show. That's when you see me draw my comic that I'm planning. And the collector says, what you really got to see is my Godzilla collection. I even have a 72 Toho Goji. Really? I went wild on them for a while. Oh my God. Really? You love. Dang. So, okay. So what is happening here? Okay, so the sequel follows Godzilla -1 success. So because the first film became a breakout hit outside Japan and won an Oscar for Best Visual Effects. And I might add, on a $15 million budget, made pretty much close to $1 billion, slaughtering the North American market like you wouldn't believe, like a Godzilla's atomic breath. It only added more attention to what Yamazaki would do next with the franchise, and he's done it brilliantly. Toho previously confirmed Godzilla -0 for a November 2026, oh my God, theatrical release in Japan, with G-Kids handling a North American theatrical rollout days later. Official Godzilla channels have also been promoting the first look teaser premiere for April 14th, today. So fans will not have to wait long to see what CinemaCon audiences were talking about. Okay. Might I point out something? Okay. So in Japan, it releases this year, November 26th. Okay. Pay attention here. A North American theatrical rollout days later. How many days? Don't know. But days later is actually more than, I'm going to say more than 3. So let's say maybe a week. Let's say maybe 2 weeks. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you people something. What happens later on this year? Another movie that's coming out. And Canadian Spider-Man, my buddy, my friend, man, we're talking Godzilla -0. And we're going to be showing the teaser trailer. So stick around, my man. So I'm going to tell you guys this. What happens later on this year? What huge movie is going to be coming out later on this year? So while you guys are thinking and giving me an answer, because I expect answers from you guys, I'm just going to read this here. Vince, speaking of huge circles, did I just remember you mentioning that there was no stream last Sunday, or did something else happen? Yes, I did mention it because I was getting signatures for the referendum, and I got some signatures. And I didn't tell you guys about that because I had some nasty people also coming to me. Oof, yeah, it's a good story. It's a funny story. Collector says, support the right word. Now that I am back in the saddle, I left an email on the freelance link I found in the description, sir. I want to know. I want to pack. I want that pack to go out now. Sombrero time. Oh yes, you're sending me the sombrero, dude. Thank you. I'm gonna have to take a picture of myself in it. I'm definitely gonna. Oh, dude, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Sylvia's back on YouTube. So, okay. No. Don't worry about it, Vince. It's all good. It's all good. I got to do my part for freedom. And Vincent also says, I remember that there was a teaser for the Godzilla movie that should have come out in 2012, the year the world ended, apparently. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So what comes out later on this year? Has anybody come out with an answer? No? It's supposed to be Avengers Doomsday. It's supposed to be when every Marvel superhero is supposed to be in the big Marvel movie at the end of this year. You know, the Secret Wars Doomsday, Tony Stark is Doctor Doom movie. That's what's coming out at the end of the year. Exactly. Avengers. It's Avengers. Well, yeah, and Dune 2. I'd rather see Dune than Avengers. Dune Part 3, I'd rather see that. But Godzilla, I love it. I love it. I'm going to predict that if Godzilla Minus Zero comes out at around the beginning of December, because it's going to be like it says, like the article says, it releases, November in Japan, right? And if what Doomsday is Gap, right? Of Violent Night 2. Yeah. I don't care about Violent Night 2. But here's the thing, yeah. If oh, that's right. I'd rather go see Angry Birds 2. I forgot that's the only movie that you did like when we did the movie review for the year. To Gap, every other movie sucked except for Angry Birds 2. So I think that Godzilla is going to totally destroy Avengers, possibly Dune Part 3, but I'm thinking it's going to obliterate the Avengers movie when that comes out. That's what I honestly think. So, and if you agree, hey, let me know in the chat down below, or let me know in the comments what you think. If you think that Godzilla is just going to totally trounce the Avengers movie, maybe Doom Part 3, I would love to hear your comment. So, but anyway, moving the action towards New York City is a major shift for the sequel because Godzilla Minus One kept things rooted in post-war Japan, and that's fine, because it was a huge homage to, obviously, the original Godzilla films, right? Which was a big part of why the movie hit so hard. So Godzilla Minus Zero looks to keep the same survivors at the center while expanding the scale for what could be an ever huger, bigger disaster movie. So with the teaser trailer about to go live, fans are finally getting their first real look at one of the most anticipated monster movies on the schedule. So this is what we's gonna do. Oh, damn you. Really? You're not gonna let me watch the video on YouTube? Okay, you know what? We'll do that. I will take a long nap when all those movies come out. It's just Tommy. Damn right you will. Okay. So you know what we'll do? We're going to watch it on the YouTubes itself. And okay, Cowboy Dan says, as a comic book nerd, I've been very disappointed with what they've been doing with the... Same here, dude. Same here. Because I'm a Marvel kid, right? Always have been. They've been nostalgia grabs, recycled, rewritten, poorly storylines. Yeah, they are. They're crap now. The first 10 years was fun. The last is just dog shit. It's complete dog shit. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't even let Osama bin Laden watch it, and he's dead. Vince Doomsday's budget is huge. They have to make back like 1.5 billion to break even. I think it's even more than that. Yeah, it's quite possible. And okay. Can't stay long. Getting sleepy. No, I understand that. So I'll try to make it to the cartoon as soon as possible. But if you gotta go, you gotta go, and you can watch it. So this is what we'll do. I will share it. Okay. Who's ready to see a trailer? And you know what? And if you're watching this live, super. And if not, then go watch it on YouTube. So you know what? I'm going to turn off the captions. And we're going to go huge. We're going to go huge. And 1, 2, 3. Wait. Go.
If their operation fails, maybe we'll finally get to you.
Oh, dude. You know what? I like this. This is good. This is nice. This is pure. I'm gonna enjoy this. It's gonna be so good. And Sylvia, good night. You you have a good night. And stay cool in school, and be good. Be good, young lady. So, Cowboy Dan, they included the scene where Godzilla takes a selfie with the Statue of Liberty. Of course. You gotta do that. I mean, if you're in the city, you gotta see the sights, right? So, and Vince says, yeah, Godzilla versus Cloverfield. That'd be an interesting crossover. Of course, Godzilla would win. Godzilla always wins. He's the king of monsters, man. So, okay, so there you go. That's the really good news. And so you know what we do, Sylvia? Okay, because you know what, it is getting late, and I don't know if you've nicked off to bed now, but you know what? For the new guy that's here, Cowboy Dan. Here's what we also do now on Titillating Tuesdays. We used to do this when I had a show, Frantic Fridays. But I haven't done that in a while. But on Tuesdays, we do a cartoon at the end of the show. Just kind of like, send you off and all that kind of stuff. And also we got something else planned. But you know what? I'm gonna share that a little later. So what we do, we have cartoon time here. And let's see. What am I going to show today? I'm going to have to... You know what? Because I haven't played those cartoons in a long time, I'm going to have to do... Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Because you missed out on One Piece. But that's okay. We're going to be doing... And we were kind of talking about Marvel, about how they suck. So, let's do this. Enjoy!
That's it. I've had enough of this weirdness. I'm out of here.
And there you go. There's your cartoon at the end of the show. Oh man. See, at this point, it's okay to make fun of Marvel. So, oh my god. Vincent. Oh, those were not huge circles. I'm sorry. But but maybe this might make you feel better. I'm not sure.
Oh, I guess the show is over. Hey, leave a like and a comment, and we'll see you again really soon.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, end of the show. Cowboy Dan says, I think that's the most accurate Fantastic Four we got to date. Yeah, you are not wrong, sir. I was just, you know what? Funny. I was going to actually say that. So it's probably the best Fantastic Four ever, except the Fox ones. The first two, minus what kind of happened with Galactus Cloud. So, but a collector. No. So. But yeah, look, to everybody that happens to be new here, to everybody that's watching on Rumble, on X, and here on the YouTubes, if you can do me a favor, especially like I mentioned before, because considering what happened to Joe's Atmosphere and Jill and and Tony and everybody else, about what's happening to their channels, please, if you can, if you happen to be new here or if you happen to be older here, hit the Rumble link, go over to Rumble, give a follow, and subscribe over there too. Did you say the first juices, Tommy? No. Wait, did I? No. 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 I don't think I did. God, I hope not. Don't want to be anti-Semitic, and I'm not anyway. So anyway, do me a favor. Yeah, go subscribe over there. It is imperative because you never know what might happen to this channel, what might happen to another channel. You never know. And because like I said before, Rumble has a lot more freedom of speech than anything else. And yeah, go do that right away. And if you can, that's fantastic. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, stay tuned. Next week, Thursday, begins cheesy. You know what? I still haven't come up with a name with it. So next week, Thursday, cheesy cheesy sci-fi movie matinee. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I haven't the faintest idea. So where we're going to be showing either an extremely cheesy sci-fi movie, or we're going to be showing a really hilarious kung fu movie. It's going to be one of the two. So let me know down in the comments which one you want to see first. Do you want to see a cheesy sci-fi movie, or do you want to see a really cheesy a kung fu movie? Let me know. I would be very, very interested. This Saturday on Mike's Movie Matinee, what do we got? We got well, speaking of sci-fi, we got Just Imagine from 1930 and its futuristic look at the world of the future. 1980. So come by on Saturday for Mike's Movie Matinee. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and you're gonna love it. And that's right, it's cheesy goodness. It's totally cheesy goodness, especially on this channel. We're all about the cheese, the stinky gorgonzola. Collector, never put your cojones in the basket in the first place. If you do that, it's extremely itchy. So go ahead and check that out this Saturday. So it's gonna be fun, gonna be huge, gonna be great. Sunday, you know what? Okay, this Sunday, depending on how things go, because we are getting to the end of being able to collect signatures for the upcoming referendum. They are literally trying to stop it in the courts now. There are a lot of shenanigans going on right now in Canada, where they've done a few by-elections already, and we're looking at, unfortunately, a very heavy liberal government, and now they're going to be trying to stop this whole. They're going to try to stop Alberta separation. They can't. They can try, but things are getting very, very hectic here now. So it might be huge circles might be on Sunday. It might not. I'm gonna have to see what's going on, because I do want to try to do my part to get as many signatures in as possible. So I got quite a few on Sunday, and I might want to try to continue doing that. Help the war effort, so to speak. So, but anyway, all you new subscribers, all you new people, thank you for joining in. Whether you happen to be one of the 55 people watching on X. People on X, thank you. I appreciate the lot of you watching on X. This is actually very, very extremely surprising. So it looks like we have more people watching on X than we probably do on Rumble and on YouTube, which is pretty neat. So all you guys on X, thank you. I appreciate you guys, honestly do. And so check out the link in my description if you happen to be on X, and check out the channel on YouTube. And while you're checking it out, give a subscribe over to Rumble too as well. And I would very much appreciate that. And WinRave, they're going to find a way to cheat Albertans of this. They will. They honestly will. They will. And I'll tell you, in this province, oh boy, it'll literally be a rebellion. But anyway, that's another story for another time. So to everybody out there, thank you very much for joining in. I really greatly appreciate it. To our new Cowboy Dan, I hope you enjoyed the show. I thank you. Hope it was everything that you hoped it was, and low on the expectations. So I hope we didn't horrify you too much. So to everybody out there, have a great rest of the week. We shall see you soon. And remember,
be excellent to each other. And party on, dude!